Well, this is going to be a hard week for me. And I can't promise you that there won't be tears because I am a little sad about this. But we're going to do it. This is going to be my last week with Meiborg, and my heart is very heavy. Meiborg has been my home. I love this company, the people, the road, the pride in every load that I hauled. It's not easy. This truck has been my home, my partner on the road, and Meiborg. They've been family. But after a lot of prayer and a lot of tears, I know it's time for a new chapter. This truck has carried me across so many miles. I've seen so many beautiful things across our beautiful country. It's been more than just a job, it's been a way of life. Meiborg isn't just a company, it's people, it's pride, it really is family. It's a sense of being. But life has lessons, life has seasons. I prayed hard over this decision. And as much as I love the road, I love my family more. With a grandson and a granddaughter growing so fast in Tennessee, and a baby granddaughter about to be born soon, I realized some miles you can't measure in a truck. They're measured in moments, in hugs, in first smiles, and in the everyday little things. And that's the road I'm choosing now.
Well, it's going to be a hard week, but we're going to get through it. It's going to be a short week, but changes are being made. And I'm very excited about it. If you can't tell, I am. But there's going to be tears shed this week. Let's go. We got to get on the road. Let's do this. So I'm all done here. I just gotta get my paperwork done, turned in on the app, and then going to head out to Rock Falls, Illinois. From there, I'm picking up a load that's going to, let's move out on the road. I feel like I'm in the way here. Sorry, bro. Sorry. I'll get out your way. Actually, there's a little cul-de-sac. I'm gonna pull in over here. Oh, I think I'm still on yard move, so we should be all right. I was gonna say I just kicked myself into driving mode, but I think we're good still. We'll just sit here for a minute. I don't have a dock time at my Rock Falls appointment. I just gotta get there by 2 o'clock today, I think. Right now it says I should get there by 10:30. So I got plenty of time. I got plenty of time to get there. So, why is everything rattling? Why? This is going to be a very short week. My last day here is Wednesday. Today's Monday, April 28th. And if you can't tell, I'm a little sad. I'm a little heartbroken. I really do love it here at Meiborg. I really do. And I hope I'm making the right choice. I know the right choice is to be with my family more. There's nothing I want more in this world than to be with my family, to be around grandkids, to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And obviously, I still have a job to do. I still have to go to work every day, but being home, I'll be able to have time to do things, whether it be just grocery shopping or cleaning my house, or the kids keep up with the house pretty well. especially with the baby coming. You know, Austin and Taylor are really ramping up and getting into their nesting phase, and but I want to be there to not just help with the baby, but do things around the house, because that's one of my favorite things to do. I love to clean. I love organization, and I just haven't had the time or the opportunity to do any of that in several years. So, and even before I got back into trucking, I was working an office job and I was home every day, but I had a severe knee injury and I couldn't really move or do anything. So I haven't been able to do any of the organization things I've wanted to do since we moved in this new house 3 years ago. I think it's going on 4 years now. Once I got my knee back in good shape, it's still painful, but I don't have a severe limp. I don't have to wear the brace anymore. I know I've told you guys this before, but I was in a knee brace for 7 years, but I was going to a doctor who helped me in 3 months do more than what the physical therapist did for my knee injury. And so I'm looking forward to being a normal human around my own house and having time to be with my granddaughter. Sadly, Rowan is still living in Tennessee, but someday I hope that we all plan on getting there. And that's what everybody talks about all the time, is moving to Tennessee. I will have to park my truck at the yard. I'm going to be slip seating because I'll be sharing a truck with somebody else. It'll be a day cab. I won't have all this wonderful crap with me every day, which is fine. It's going to be a big adjustment. It's going to be weird being home every day, but I'm so looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to some sort of normalcy again. My schedule right now is all over the place. I drive nights, I drive days, I sleep nights, I sleep mornings, I sleep evenings. It's like there's nothing normal about my schedule right now. And that's not on Meiborg, that's me, because I prefer to drive nights, but I also have to take into consideration, what time are my deliveries, just a whole bunch of variables. And, I choose to stop early, at 2:00 in the afternoon or whatever, so I can drive at night and not have to worry about parking at 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night when it's impossible to find parking. So to go to this next job and be home with family more and have weekends off is just going to be pretty awesome. At least I hope so. I'm scared. I'm not going to lie. I am scared to death. I'm pretty sure the money is going to be there. They said that there's bonuses and things like that, and it should pretty much equal out to be what I'm making here. Maybe a little more. That would be awesome. But I'm honestly very sad to be leaving Meiborg. I'm very torn right now. My family is the most important thing in the whole world to me, and I am so looking forward to that. I'm going to have to get a new car. My car that I have, it hasn't been driven in 3 years because I don't need to. I park my truck close to the house and I can walk to and from. And so I'm going to have to be driving about an hour away from where I live to get to the truck and then back again every day. So that's like 2 hours out of my day I will spend on my own time with my own fuel that I haven't had to do in 3 years here at Meiborg. So that's kind of a bummer. I have to get a new car. My car's pooped out. It needs new tires. It needs a new exhaust. It needs new brakes. It needs a whole bunch of things. It's a 2010 Camry. I haven't needed it. And it was a great car before I parked it for 3 years. So there's going to be that money out of my pocket. And I don't know. Lots of things to think about. Lots of changes coming. And I just got to get through this week. And then I start training at the new place, and I will take you with me for that. But anyway, I gotta get out of here, and I will catch up with you down the road, heading to Rock Falls. I'm gonna stop and get fuel. I gotta clean all this crap out of this truck. There is so much crap. I gotta switch out and put their CB back in. I had to switch out my antennas. I gotta get all my tools out of the box. But it's probably going to take me 3 or 4 hours to get everything cleaned out of here. They may end up selling this one because it's got 370,000 miles on it already. I think I got it when there was like 45,000 miles on it. I don't want to leave it messy. I know there's probably some dog hair floating around in here somewhere that I didn't get to. Once everything is out of here and I can do a deep clean, I'm going to do that for them. They'll probably have their detail guy clean it all out anyway. I'm going to go get it washed because it's filthy dirty. It's been crazy weather. So I just picked up my load in Rock Falls, Illinois. It was a drop-in hook and it's super duper windy out, so I didn't film anything. Then I had to stop and get fuel and scale. And like I said, it's really, really windy out. So sorry for nothing on the camera for that, but we're rolling now. I'm heading to Elyria, Ohio with this load. It's about 78,000 pounds total. And my tandems were all good. I didn't have to move nothing. I set them when I picked up the trailer and I guessed it right. So yay for me. I hate having to deal with that when, the truck stops are busy and there's nowhere to park. And it's just, there was places to park. I just didn't want to take up spots. There were people coming in there trying to get parking spaces and stuff. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and that place kind of fills up fast. But I went to the Loves in Rochelle off of 88. Which I go there frequently whenever I'm out here. But we're good on fuel now. Our scale's good. It is a good day to roll other than the wind. It's beautiful. It's 81 degrees out today, Monday, April 28th at 12:56 in the afternoon. It is windy. Windy. I'm going to try to run it the whole way. I got just enough hours to get all the way there. Obviously, my appointment's not till 7 or 8 in the morning. So I'm going to get us to the farthest service plaza there on the Ohio Turnpike and park it for the night. Hopefully I can find parking when I get out that way. It'll be about 7:30. No, it'll be about 8:30 their time. By the time I get out there, I should be able to find parking at one of them service areas. Those are pretty big, hopefully. I hope this wind dies down because it's obnoxious. That's the plan for now. I'm going to fight the wind. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. I'm an over-the-road truck driver. And as of today, as of this week, I am going local. So, thank you for coming back if you've been here before. If you're new here, welcome. It's a crazy little channel. And I'm very surprised at how many people watch my channel. It's not big, but it's still surprising to me that anybody's watching it. I have like 1,800 subscribers. I do appreciate every single one of you. Leave a comment below. Say hi. Tell me what you're up to. Let me know if you're a truck driver yourself or if you're considering it. And let me know if there's any questions I can answer. I've been driving on and off for 33 years. 33, going on 34 years now. And I love what I do. I decided to go local because I want to be around my family more. I have a granddaughter coming. June 1st is her due date. And my son and his girl live with me. So I'm hoping I'll be able to see her more than I get to see my first grandbaby who lives in Tennessee. I love him so much. Oh my gosh, I just can't get enough of him. And I really wish they lived closer. But there's no way unless I move to Tennessee because my boys that live down in Tennessee, they love it down there, and there's no way they'd move back to Illinois, which is where we're all from, born and raised. Adam was born in Wisconsin, but we only lived there for a year. He's my youngest. Yeah, single mama of 4 grown boys, and they're all such good guys. I'm very proud of all of them. And now I'll have 2 grandbabies, a boy and a girl. I'm super excited about that. I've been working with Meiborg for almost 3 years. I am starting the local run for another company next week, and I'm scared. I'm really scared because I love it here. I really do. I love my job. I love my truck. I love the runs I get. Everybody in the office is awesome. The guys at the shop are awesome. I do love it here, and I'm sad to be going. But family's got to take priority. They've been taking the back seat for way too long, and I'm just getting older. I prayed a lot about it. I really did. I prayed a lot about this choice, and I went back and forth about, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to change. I love it here. And then I just kept thinking about the kids and the grandbabies, and I just, my heart wouldn't let me stay away anymore. She's about 5 weeks out right now from being around, and I don't want to be an overpowering grandma, but I certainly don't want to be absent either. So I'm super excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited. But I'll keep you posted on all of that. My boys, Aaron is my oldest. He lives in Tennessee. He's 30. He'll be 31 in August. Aaron has my grandson out in Tennessee. He moved there, I don't know, like 5 years ago, and he loves it. And he works for a juvenile detention center down there, and he's doing really, really well. He's got a girlfriend who has a daughter who's just a little bit younger than Rowan, and she's just adorable. She's my grandbaby too, so I guess I got 3 or 2.5. And then Austin and his girl live at my house here in Illinois, and I told them, y'all stay here as long as you need to, and they're both working. They're both good kids. I don't have any problems with them being at my house. They can stay as long as they want, if not forever. And then my number 3, Alex and his girl Shia, they both live at my house also. They occupy the basement, and they are doing really well. And I told them the same thing. I've told all my kids, you guys stay at my house as long as you want or need to. I didn't stop being a mama at 18. I'm here forever. If you all need to be here, that works for me. It's just nice. It's very nice. I'm that mom that will let my boys and their girls stay with me forever, and I don't care what anybody thinks. That's how we live. I'm good with it. And then Adam is my youngest. He lived with me also until last year. I think he's been down in Tennessee now. He went to go work at the same place Aaron did, at the juvenile detention center, as an officer, and he was only there for a short period of time, and now he's going to school to be an EMT. But he's got his first certificate, and he's working on the second one now, and super excited about that. He's really loving it, so that's what he's doing. He's got his own apartment there. For a while he lived with Aaron and Amanda and the 2 kids, but he got his own place now. So he works at night and goes to school during the day, and he's a hard worker. So they all are. They really are all hard workers. They take after the mama. They see me busting my butt the whole time they were growing up, and they all have the same kind of work ethic that I do. So I'm very proud of all of them. Super happy that they're doing the things they're doing, and yeah, I always told them from the time they were old enough to understand, or maybe they didn't even understand, I always told them, if you ever end up in jail, you might as well plan on being there, because I ain't coming to get you. And they all stayed out of jail. So that's I gotta pat myself on the back for that one. I don't know if that's what works or not, but try it. Tell your kids if they go to jail, you're not going to get them. There's too many parents out there to be like, oh, my poor baby is in jail. No, leave them there. They deserve it if they're in jail. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and I love her for that. That's what I assumed I was going to be the whole time I was growing up. Figured I was going to be a stay-at-home mom too. That's what my mama was. So my high school sweetheart and I were living with my dad, and he came up to me after high school, graduation and all. It was probably a good 6 or 8 months after I graduated. And he was like, you either need to get a full-time job or you need to go to school. And I was like, what? But I'm going to be a mom. What are you talking about? Why? That's silly. I didn't know anything about SAT scores or whatever else there is. I don't even know. They never talked about college to me, nothing. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go to beauty school, because that seemed like it was easy enough to do and short-lived, and it was only like, I don't know, $3,000 or something like that, or something. It was fairly cheap. Like, I'll just go to beauty school. I don't know what else to do. And I did that for a few years, and I did not like it. I did not like it very much at all. I liked it this much. Enough that I still cut hair. I cut my kids' hairs. I do, like, you know, my mom or friends or whoever wants their hair cut. I will still cut hair. But I am not working in a salon with them yappy women. I could not take it. I could not take it. I get along much better with men. This is why I do this job. But anyway, my dad told my boyfriend, my high school sweetheart at the time, he's like, hey, they got a job opening at the county forest preserve. Why don't you go apply there? And I hated my job, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with it. I'll apply too. Why not? Well, they ended up calling me and not him, and I got the job. It was a different job, but I got the job. And then when I was in there for a few months, there was another job that opened, and because they liked me so much, I got him in there too. So we both worked at the forest preserve for the longest time, and that's where I learned to drive a truck. I started off in the office and worked my way to the physical plant department. I was a laborer for all of the tradesmen, and that was awesome. I learned so much stuff. I was out there roofing, I was doing plumbing, I was painting, I was doing electrical work, I was doing carpentry, well drilling. What else did we do? We did all kinds of stuff. We were doing lots of roofing on the barns that were out at the forest preserves and stuff, and it was really, really cool. I learned concrete work. I did masonry. I was a laborer for all of them, and I didn't know what I was going to do each day. I was always moving around between each one of the tradesmen, and it was just awesome. And I also learned, first truck I learned how to drive was a garbage truck, because we had a garbage truck that went around to all of the forest preserves and picked up all the garbage, and that's what I learned how to drive on first. So I did that too, and it was awesome. And then I found out I was pregnant with my oldest at the time, and I worked there till I was 7 months pregnant, digging ditches while I was having contractions and using a 80-pound jackhammer and all kinds of stuff. So it was a lot of fun. It was a whole lot of fun. I loved it. But once my son was born, I could not fathom going back to work. I'm like, I was meant to be a mama. I'm supposed to be at home with my babies. And so after he was born, I was a nanny for a while, and I took him with me to the house that I was doing daycare at. And I watched two little girls for several years until Austin was born. And then I took both my boys with. And while I was a nanny, I also was working at the hospital at night in the ER. I just checked in people as they were coming in to the hospital to get seen by a doctor. I did the ER at night, and then I was a nanny during the day. I went to their home, and I watched their girls at their house with my kids. And that's what I did for quite a long time. So I wasn't driving a truck for the full 33 years I've had my CDL. It wasn't until after my husband and I separated that I got back into driving a truck because I needed the money. I had 4 boys I was raising pretty much by myself, along with my friend Vicky. She came over. She's also a truck driver, and she would watch the boys while I was doing the Pittsburgh runs for several years. It was pretty tough growing up for them. There were nights that we didn't have any food, and they would get, like, I would make Jell-O for dinner because that's all we had. And we had some very, very wonderful people in our lives, and my mom and my aunt and my cousins, they didn't live close by, but whenever they could help, they would. So now I feel like I lost a lot of time with them because I was out here trucking. I was home at least every other night, or I was doing local when they were little. But it was a lot. I was working a lot of hours. And when I was doing Pittsburgh, I was home every other day. And that was hard sometimes. And a lot of times I'd be sitting in Pittsburgh during Christmas or during New Year's or their birthdays or Easter, all the holidays. It was mail, so they don't stop running mail on holidays. It still runs even though you don't get it in your mailbox. So that's how they grew up, with their mama driving a truck and trying to bust her butt, make money to survive. So now it's time for me to be present. It's been time for a long time for me to be present. I just couldn't afford to. I couldn't find a job that paid what I needed to pay, but my new company is fairly equal, if not more than what I'm making here. And to be home every day and home on the weekends, I had to take it. I could not turn it down. I won't have my own truck. I'll be slip seating, which means, for those of you that don't know, is you're sharing a truck with other people. And I'm okay with that. I did that the whole time I was hauling mail, except for when I was over the road doing Pittsburgh. I had my own truck at that time. But when I was local, I had a different truck almost every day. So it's worth it at this point for me to deal with that. I said I would never do that again, but here we are. And I'm okay with it. It's fine. I will be driving nights and home during the day. Of course, I'll need sleep during the day, so it's not like I'll really be present there, but if they need me, I'll be available. I will sacrifice sleep as long as I'm not, struggling at night to stay awake. So I'm not a very good sleeper anyway. I don't need a lot of sleep. I never have. And I'll be off from Friday morning through Sunday afternoon. And that's awesome. That's more home time than I'm getting now. So I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. I've yapped enough. Hopefully everything goes good the rest of this week here with Meiborg. I have nothing bad to say about them. I love it here. I was planning on staying here the rest of my career. I figured if I were to move to Tennessee that I could stay with them because they have drivers all over the country. And this other company, I won't be able to do that. If I do end up moving to Tennessee, I may have to switch companies again. Or Meiborg has told me that if I ever wanted to come back, that I'm more than welcome. So you never know. I know that they have had other drivers that have quit and have come back. So I'm pretty sure they would not have a problem rehiring me. I've always been, a very dependable driver, and I don't complain. I do my job. I get it done, and they don't really have to worry about me. They know that I'm going to get things done, and never had a problem. I love it here. So I'm not leaving because of anything that happened between me and Meiborg. Not one bit. Not one bit. I do love it here. And, if it doesn't work out at this other company, I may be back. So I doubt I'll get my same truck. I love my truck. I'm going to miss my truck so much. I love this truck. She's been very good to me. And it's home. It's my home. I've been in this little 8x8 box for more than I've been in my own bed. I'm sad to leave my truck. That's sad. That's so sad. I'm attached. So anyway, I said I was going to get off here, and now I'm going to get off here and stop babbling, and I'll catch up with you down the road a piece. We'll see you in a bit. Good morning, truckers and friends. It's Tuesday, April 29th. I got one more day here at Meiborg, and the closer it gets, the more I'm feeling a little like I don't know if I've done the right thing. I know I have. I'm a little anxious. I know that I've got all this stuff on my mind about, I got to clean out the truck. I got to get everything ready. I still got to get a car. My son and his girl, their baby's due in a month. We're switching rooms at the house. There's so much going on right now, and I'm just kind of stressing over everything. So I'm trying not to let this close in on me and suffocate me right now. I slept really good though. I was afraid I wasn't going to, but I slept really, really good. That doesn't happen often. But anyway, I gotta get on the road, but I just wanted to come on here and tell you how I was feeling this morning. My second to last day here at Meiborg, and I'm having tiny little panic attacks. It'll be all right. It'll be okay. Anyway, let's get on the road. 3.8 miles to go. Hang with me, sunshine. Hang with me, sunshine. Exit 145 coming up. Elyria, Ohio. Ohio 57 is where we're getting off at. I'm sad to not be seeing the country anymore. I'll be seeing one road back and forth between Illinois and Wisconsin every day, the same road, the same route every day. And that's how my life used to be before I got back out here on the road. It was the same road every day. It was the same routes every day. And life was boring when it came to trucking. And lately it's been awesome out seeing the country, all the things I never have seen before. I'm just kind of reflecting on my OTR life. It's been a blast. It was really fun when I had Scooter. It really was. This company does not allow animals in their vehicles. So yeah, spending a lot of time reflecting on my OTR years, and I am going to miss it. But I am going to enjoy every moment I can with my family while I have it here to enjoy. But you know what? A lot of this has to do with how fast life is moving. Life is moving so stinking fast. You know, one minute you're single, and the next minute you're married, and the next minute you're having babies, and the next minute your babies are growing up and they're walking and they're talking and all the things, and then they're in high school, and then they're graduating, and then, my gosh, it goes so fast. Like, when they're babies, you think, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna have sleep, I'm never gonna get this done, and guess what? Life just keeps rolling. It just keeps rolling, and it goes so fast, and you look back and it's like, wow, where did the time go? I can't fathom how fast the time has gone. And I'm just getting older. And older, and I look in my mirror in the morning when I'm getting ready, or in the evening, whenever I'm driving, and I'm like, oh, you're getting old, and life is just passing you by while you're sitting here in this 8x8 box. And yes, I'm seeing the country, but I'm missing the most important things in my entire life, are my kids and my family. My mama, I miss seeing my mom. I miss, we talk every day, just about every day, but it's not the same. Like, I want to hold her and squeeze her and love her. And my kids too. I want to hold them and squeeze them and love them. I just want to be in every single part of their lives, and maybe be overbearing. Maybe that's my goal, to be an overbearing mother, daughter, grandma. Maybe that's what I need to do. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to be that person. I don't know what's happening here. Why is my thing not talking to me? I gotta turn here, apparently. Things aren't talking to me right now. Okay, dude. Get off my butt. Come on, truck. I gotta turn here. I gotta turn here. I gotta turn here. Have I been here before? I don't think so. I wonder if our other guy came here too. That was in the same parking lot I was at, same service plaza. 0.3 miles away. These recycle places, whatever they're called. Bullocks. We gotta turn on Bullocks. Oh, lumpy roads. Lumpy road. Oh my gosh. My gosh. This is like a thing. Am I go? This is like residential. Trucks entering and leaving 500 feet. Okay. Well, I guess I'm in the right place. Otherwise there wouldn't be truck signs. Alright. I would hate to live over here if there's trucks coming in and out of here all day long. Now I gotta turn here. I promise you I have not been here before unless I've come in a different way. Okay. Oh, I gotta go right across the way here apparently, and there's cars coming. Ugh. I don't know where to go once I get in there. That's the hard part about going to new places is you got to figure it out, especially places like this. It's just kind of old buildings and things are not marked properly and real alloy truck entrance. That's what the sign says. I could not see it from the angle I was at, so here we are. Lumpy roads. Lumpy roads. Oh my gosh. Truck entrance. Look at these big old potholes. But you gotta take them, otherwise you're gonna hit these concrete pillars out here on the right. My word. Do I got a scale? I don't know. Do I got a scale? I can't read their signs. Do I got a scale? Channel 1 for scale house. Do I need to go on the scale? Do I need to go on the scale?
Yes.
Copy, thank you.
No problem.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy. Come on, truck. Okay, truck. Okay. Sorry. I don't know why I took my mic off. We're all good here at the scale. That truck that's lowering its dump right there, that's where we're going. It's an outdoor scale. It's an outdoor ramp, like a, what do you call it, ramp? Portable ramp. My gosh, we just said it. The scale is really skinny. All right, let's go. As soon as he's done, we're going there. But we've got a bolt seal on this trailer, so I cannot cut it. But as soon as this guy pulls out of there, we're going there. Oh my gosh, my stomach hurts and I don't know if it's nerves. I don't know if my fasting has not been going very good lately. mostly because I eat my feelings. I've always been terrible at that. I can't help it. And I'm very nervous about this. I'm not gonna lie. Everything's gonna be okay. My mama and I have matching necklaces, and she sings a little tune, that song, every little thing's gonna be okay, or all right, however it goes. And we sing that all the time to each other when we need a little pick me up or a little boost of confidence. And so I've been singing that. I say prayers. Yeah. But I love it's a little necklace. It's got music notes on it. And whenever we're texting back and forth, if we're needing a little boost of confidence, we send little music notes, and it's so special. Thank you, Mama. I love that about us. I love our little things. So every little thing's going to be all right. Every little thing's going to be all right. It's a new chapter, right? Just got to turn the pages once in a while. And I got stuck on the same pages. I got stuck in the same chapter. I got stuck. But we shall see. For my orientation at the next job, they're renting me a car to get up to Wisconsin. I go up the day before orientation starts, and I got a hotel for the whole week. They got me a hotel for the whole week, or at least 4 days of the week. And then, so I'll be doing in-class stuff the first day or two, and then after that I'll be going out on the road with the driver so he can show me the ropes, where I'll be going, what I need to do when I get there, all the things. Because it's a dedicated run, I'll be doing the same thing every day, which is not going to make for great YouTube, so I'm going to have to figure out how to be a little more creative, which I don't have a creative bone in my body. So this should be interesting. You're either going to see a lot of me rambling on and on, or I'll find some other niche. I don't know. I really like doing YouTube. I've lately been slacking about it really, really bad, because I'm having this mental block right now. And if you have ADD or ADHD or whatever, and you'll understand, right? It's like you get frozen. Well, I have this video that I've been working on, and it's just not flowing right. It's not coming together right, and I've done this before, where I get deep into editing some video, and it turns into this mishmash of nothingness, and I'm just not happy with it, and then I delete the whole thing. So I'm about to the point where I'm just going to delete the whole thing and start over with this video. And I apologize for, I've got like 4 or 5 videos sitting in my editing software thing that I just cannot seem to function to get them done. I can't function. My brain has been fried. Like literally. In the pan. Flip it over. It's fried. But check back in with you in a little bit if this guy ever moves. I thought maybe you would enjoy seeing this dude dump his stuff. Pretty cool. I'm going back in my recent, there we are, 312 Raider. 312 Raider. always wanted to drive a dump truck. I drove a dump truck. It was just a 2-ton, just a tiny little thing. That was actually one of the first trucks I drove when I first got my CDL. And it was fun. My best friend, Vicky, she used to drive one of those kind right there. Well, not like that, maybe. I don't know what kind it was. She used to drive a big dump truck, a semi-dump. That little thing rolling over the top. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So now I don't know where I'm going now that he's moved. I don't see the, oh, there's the portable. Now I see it. So that right there is the portable scale. But as you can see, I can't back up to it because there's all these piles here. And I don't know what angle they want me to be, if they're going to move. Obviously, they're going to move it. I just don't know where. And this pile, can you tell? It's directly in front of the portable. Obviously, it moves, but I just want... They said somebody was going to come out and unload me and that they would be out shortly. So as soon as that person comes out, I'll figure out how they want me to do this. Because who knows where this stuff is going. Probably right there in those piles by the boxes. I don't know what this stuff is in here. The trailer was sealed when I picked it up. I guess we just gotta wait till somebody comes out here to unload and tell me how they want the dock. Or how they want me at the dock. Maybe they went home. I don't know. So I decided I'm just going to put myself in the general area of the portable dock, and they can move it how they want to. Cause I don't know. There's just a bunch of crap in the way. So we're gonna wing it. I don't feel like sitting here waiting, and they probably are like, what is this chick doing? So we're backing up to the general area of the portable dock. And now I can't see it because my trailer's in the way, but I just don't want to roll over that pile of stuff. About as close as we're gonna get. So let's go see. So I didn't want to get too close because I still have to open the doors, but they can move it, or I can back up more. I got this bolt lock here, so I got a bolt. But that's where we're backing up to. Yes, I got an ugly white trailer. Ughy. From my last trip. That's so annoying. She's so dirty. My truck is so dirty. The front loader guy just came over and said, "This is not where we want you." The guy inside told me the wrong thing. And I'm on CB channel 1, which they say to be on. But now they want me to go over here on the other side of the scale. I don't know if you can see him. I'm going over by where the front loader is over there. Can you see him? He just went inside the building. I'm going, my gosh, they could put some rocks in these potholes. It's terrible. Phew. He's like, you're in the wrong spot. And the guy inside told you the wrong thing. So I got to swing around the flagpole, he says, and then back up over there where he just went inside that building. And yay. Uh-oh. Stuff's falling. Stuff is a falling. Okay, I gotta swing my a-hole. I was just trying to cuss. I gotta swing my truck around so I get the trailer in the right place and then wiggle my way through the scale. I'm gonna go off the end of the scale thing here. Sure did. Almost had it in one shot, but it's not really a door. I mean, it's a door. It's not a dock. And there's stairs over here I don't want to hit. There's a dude in that truck right there. In the pickup truck. Alright, I gotta find out where I'm going. Exactly. I didn't know where I was going. It's kind of dark in here. I'm like, I better get out and look. Thank you. I'm gonna back up some more because there's a pole in the way, so I won't be able to get it open all the way. How do you breathe this crap all day long?
Sucks.
I bet. Okie dokie. Now we got a straight angle back. Doors are open. I don't know where he went. Hopefully he sees me backing up and I don't run him over. It's super dusty inside this building. Honey, we home. He was putting wheel chocks on. I don't know if I want to leave my window open because it's super dusty. Super duper dusty. Gross. That dude's not wearing a mask or anything. This is where I backed into. There's the scale I was on. I had to come from, see the flag over there? I went around that place where the flag is, the little garden area, pulled up away from here, and then backed in between the yellow, there was that yellow corner piece up there by the pickup truck. I had to back in between there and kind of S-curve my way in through here. So I did it in almost one shot. My front end was a little close. It wasn't super close. It was close to the stairs there for the scale. But I just needed to straighten it out. I mean, I got it in the hole fine without a problem. I just had to straighten it out once I got in here. And like I said, I couldn't see exactly where it was going until I went in to look through the dust, and it's very dark in there. So I wanted to go in and make sure exactly where I was going, what I was lining up to, and all that, and then was able to adjust and maneuver my way straight back in. He cut the bolt off for me. I opened up the doors and backed her in, and here we are. I just went and pulled over to the garbage area here to sweep out my trailer, blow it out with the blower, and realized I left my window open and the wind is blowing all the dust right in here. But hey, we're gonna be cleaning it out anyway. We're gonna be cleaning it all out, but now I've got alloy dust all over my truck and in my nose, and it wasn't very dirty in there at all. Like, I was surprised. It was fairly clean considering. And yeah, now I gotta go back over the scale. All done here. I gotta let them know. At Meiborg. First, I gotta do my paperwork real quick. Quick like and in a hurry. Let's close up the window and stop breathing this crap for one. Okay. Gotta do paperwork. Gotta do paperwork. Okay. Alrighty. I think we're gonna go back out the same way we came in, because I know that works. And if all else fails, that's what you do. Oh, look at the puppy dog right there. Is that a pit bull? Oh, he's got one eye like, what's that dog's name on the Little Rascals? I want to say hi. Hi, puppy. He's a junkyard dog. Oh, he's just looking at me like, what do you want, lady? Leave me alone. Poor boy. I'm just standing there staring at the wall right now. I need some loving. Aww. Poor baby. I can't say that. I've seen him 30 seconds. He might get all the loving in the world. He's probably like, dude, lay off me now. I want to go stare at a wall for a minute. I'm tired of you and all your kisses. I don't know. So I can't be judgy. I have no idea. Don't be judgy when you don't know. Sorry, people. I got to take up the whole dang road here to get out of that road. All right. We did it. I got an empty trailer. It's getting a little windy. We're supposed to get some really bad storms today. Like the whole north, upper Midwest area is covered in red. At least it was last time I checked. So that guy's driving with his driving gloves on. He's a professional. He's a professional truck driver with driving gloves on his hands. Oh, I gotta turn my TV back to 19. I got to. There we go. Hello, workers hanging over the highway like you are. That's crazy. CB's back on 19. Not that anybody talks on it anymore, but you know, you never know. I like mine I'll be in a day cab with the new company, and I don't know if they have CVs in their day cabs. I don't know if they're manual or automatic. I was talking to them originally about the over-the-road position, which would have been home every weekend, regional-ish. They do have runs that go to, what did he say, Miami. They have runs that go up to Montana and Wyoming and North Dakota, South Dakota, blah, blah, blah. Utah, the upper West and Midwest, from what I gather. And if I get to the point where I decide I don't want to do local anymore and I'm just not seeing the kids as much as I thought I would anyway, or I'm a terrible grandma, I don't know. Maybe I will be. I don't know. I haven't had the opportunity to grandma much. I plan on being the best grandma without being overbearing. That's what I want to be. I don't want to be one of those grandmas that's like, oh my God, we do not want to take our kids to see her. She's crazy. My kids know. My kids know who I am. But their other halves, they're still learning me. They're still learning me and my crazy ways, and I don't want to upset anyone. I want to respect their wishes. I want to make sure that everything is good. Like, I'm a perfectionist and I want it perfect for everybody. I just want it perfect for everybody. Come on, Stanley Steamer. There's something in the road. Go around. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Get out the way. You don't want to be running that stuff over. That'll hurt you. That'll hurt your car. You don't want to do it. Don't run it over. That's what was I talking about before I go change the subject? So anyway, here's where I stayed last night, at this service plaza. I don't know what the mile marker is. Obviously on the eastbound side though. This is the westbound side. It was a good sleep. I slept good. And I really, really, really want Popeyes. I love chicken. Anyway, the road job was the one they originally offered me, and I had asked the guy during my phone interview if they minded if I drive nights, because I prefer to drive nights. I'd rather drive nights or early morning. 2:00 in the morning is like my preferred time to go. Drive from 2:00 in the morning till 12 or 2:00 in the afternoon, however my schedule works. And when I asked him if I could do that, he said, well, we'd prefer if you drive during the day, because our full dispatch team is on during the day, and if anything happens, they're there to help you. At night, we only have one person covering the phones. And I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. I love driving nights. I didn't say that sucks. I was being professional during my phone interview, but I was thinking, oh, that sucks. And then I told him, oh, well, that's okay. I do prefer driving nights, but it is what it is. I'm flexible. I can do whatever. And so he was like, really? You like driving nights? I said, yeah, I've driven nights most of my career, and I just prefer it. It's quieter out on the road. Yeah, you got crazy people, but they're scattered. There's not as many. During the day, you got to deal with rush hour traffic and nonsense and all. And it's my preferred time to drive. And so he said, I've got a different opportunity if you're interested in hearing it. It is home every day. And I was like, yes, please tell me more. And so he told me all about the local dedicated run. And I was like, okay, I need more details. And he told me more, and I was like, I can't decide which one I want more. I'm going to miss driving over the road. I would love to go to Montana and Wyoming. Those are two of my favorite states because they're so beautiful. Definitely would have some YouTube video content there for sure. So I was like, after thinking about it for a day or so, 24 hours, whatever it was, I decided on the dedicated home daily thing because of the baby coming, and because I just need a break. I've got some things I need to get handled at home. I've got some medical things I need to handle. Like I said, my kidney stones, I got to get all that rechecked again this year. Well, they're bugging me about it now. I was supposed to go in on the 5th, but that's the day I start my new job. So I have to reschedule that. Once I get done with orientation, I will schedule it. I'll be home during the day. So once I get that rescheduled, I have time to schedule those kinds of things now. I need all the checkups and things. It's been a while. I never have time because when I'm home, it's home on the weekends. It's home Saturday afternoon to Sunday night or Monday morning. And there's, unless I go to urgent care, I would like to go see a regular doctor, my regular doctor, and get these things handled. I just have some upkeep to handle, so we're going to do the dedicated route. They told me if eventually I wanted to switch over and there wasn't anybody in-house that wanted to take that job, I could apply for it in-house. So that's what I'm going to do. And I also have the opportunity to come back to Meiborg. They have offered to let me come back if I change my mind. We'll just have to visit that if it ever happens. I might love this. I might absolutely love it. I might love having my time at home. The baby is going to be going through a 6-week period where she's not going to be very socialized anyway, just to make sure that everything's good. And I'm okay with that. I respect Austin and Taylor's choices on that. It's their baby. It's their baby. She is my granddaughter. And yes, I'm sure I will be overbearing at some time about certain things. But, we'll see. They are doing very, very well. They're learning all the things. They're taking it very seriously. They're not just like, oh yeah, we're pregnant, there's a baby coming. I mean, Taylor has been on the ball. Austin is on the ball. They're reading. They're going to classes. They're doing all the parent things that good parents do. And I'm so proud of both of them. And I cannot wait to see them be parents because I think they're just going to do a phenomenal job. So I'm super excited to see them as parents. They're going to be great. And my oldest son with Rowan, my first grandbaby, he is a phenomenal father as well. Phenomenal. I think all my kids are going to be great parents. I don't know where they got that from. Everybody's like, you are a good mom. My kids even tell me that, but I don't know. I worked too hard. I was not present as much as I wanted to be. Which is why I want to change that with my grandbabies. I want to be present. So we shall see. Look at how green things are getting, y'all. The leaves are coming out on the trees. The grass is green. Spring is here. I'm so happy. We made it through another winter. Made it through another winter. Woohoo! Can you hear the wind? My gosh, it doesn't look like the trees are blowing all that hard, but the wind is totally blowing me all over the road. Oh yeah, there you can see the wind is picking up. Look at the trees. Now you see them moving. You just gotta look at the right ones. There's a Meiborg truck. He waves. Some of them have stopped waving, or they don't wave. The new drivers don't understand that Meiborg, all the drivers used to wave at each other when I first started, and now not everybody waves, and it makes me sad. I don't know if they're just getting too big or what. It's like a little community, you know? Eagle drivers used to wave at each other. I don't like it when they don't. Makes me sad. Like, we're a team, you know? We're a team. If you work for a small company, I can understand Schneider and Swift and all that. There's a lot of them. You can't be waving all day long. You're not going to see everyone anyway. Maybe they wave. I don't know. My cousin works for Swift. And Ryan, do you guys wave at each other? Tell me, man. Tell me. But we all used to wave, and now I don't know if it's just because they're concentrating on the road and they don't pay attention, but I'm always looking for other Meiborg drivers. I'm always waving. Even when they don't wave, I wave anyway. I've got 86 miles to go before I get to my destination for my next pickup, and I gotta drive this empty trailer in the wind. I'm not digging it. It's super weird. Look at those bushes. Look at those bushes just blowing. I can't even tell which way the wind is coming from right now. It's like all over. I am headed westbound. It might be coming at me. I don't know. I can't tell. It feels like it's coming from the south, but it's kind of unusual, isn't it? I don't know. The way the trees are blowing, it kind of looks like it's coming from the southwest. I'm always looking for my old truck from Rail when I worked at Rail. Every time a Rail truck drives by, I'm looking for 6320. That was my old truck. I loved that truck too. It was an automatic, which I was not very fond of, but it wasn't bad for an automatic. I just tell you that. It was not bad. It did very well in the mountains. Right lane is closed. Okay. Ay, ay, ay.